Ni problema, dokaj imamo štrom, ki je blizu, ni problema. Se direkt preklop pa je, tako da bomo zrihtali. Umrla je baterija na poti sem. Ni bila nesreča taka, da joj. There we go again. Well, you have to get used to that. There's people over here are extremely hospitable. Jaz se ne bom rekel ne, za kavo nikoli ne rečem ne. Anybody cares for a glass of wine? Wine.
Yes.
You have to try that.
Because it's Joze's, we want
Glass
it.
of wine?
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Absolutno. Ja. Zame veste, da ne, ne?
You have a toast?
To our meeting here after so many years.
Na srečanje po tolikih letih.
Jože.
Zdravje.
Na zdravje.
Na zdravje.
Wow.
Ava.
Ne?
Okay.
I think to Josef so that his talk can interpret for you.
I really.
Okay, again.
Oh, again.
Again.
Now everybody.
Now everybody.
Na zdravje.
Zdravje. Zdravje.
Yeah.
Zdravje.
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 Very good.
Very good.
They call air arcing, which is melting metal before welding. Lots of noise. All that
Ja, ja,
stuff.
varilc pa v talilnici železa.
And big noise from big machines.
Tractors and bulldozers he repaired.
Aha, so you're like a mechanic?
Diesel
I was a
mechanic.
heavy duty.
For the big
All
machines?
bulldozers, excavators, graders, all that kind
Aha,
of
se
stuff.
pravi mehanik je bil za ta velike gradbene stroje.
Ja, so tu sem isto za buldožerje.
Ja. He's doing the same, exactly the same work as you do.
Hidravlika, vse.
Yeah,
Finiše,
yeah,
asfalt
yeah.
polagati.
Hydraulic, yeah.
Buldožer.
Hydraulics.
Big country in your blood.
Fiat.
Yeah. Diesel engine.
He's working the same thing.
Injection systems run.
Einspritsystemen.
Yeah.
13 let sem bil pod vodjem doma. Zdaj sem bil poskusno.
Mostly out in the field, but for about 13 years he was the head of the whole garage.
Yeah. I was never head, but I was a field man. Go out in the country and live for a month at a time and working with machinery, new machinery,
Yeah.
selling new machinery.
Oh, that too.
And guarantee work, all that kind of stuff.
He wasn't the sales side, but he supported the sales side.
Mechanical side,
I understand.
handwork, direct.
Evo, v bistvu popolnoma isti del sta delali. Čisto ista stvar, sem no pač ni bil nikoli vodja delavnice, on je bil skozi terenski, ne?
No, 13 let sem bil delan, pa tam delal sem pa vse, od motorjev popravljal, hidravlik.
Kompletno,
Kompletno
vse je.
stroje. Težko mehanizacija.
Absolutely the same line of work as yours.
Vse težko.
Working indoors, outdoors, all days long,
Yeah.
fixing practically anything on a machinery.
Me sometime all weekend, from Friday to Monday, all night, all
Yeah, just
steady, no stop.
Fix machinery so it was ready for Monday.
Yeah, had to go.
Poznamo mi tudi tle delati od petka do ponedeljka, zato da je ponedeljek vse right, ne? Oh, yeah, we know the story.
Same thing.
That's funny.
Would you tell him he reminds me of my mother-in-law? That would be his aunt, his features. Mary Grill.
Your mother-in-law, so your
That would
husband's
be Mary
mother.
Grill.
Mama Grill,
yeah,
še bolj.
his mother, and
Yeah,
that
he
would
said
be
he
his
looks-
aunt.
He looks a lot
Nice.
Pronto na tej pece še mama grela s njega.
Oh,
Your mother used to use that.
oh my.
How do you call that fireplace?
Is it an oven?
Oh, basically, this was a heating device for heat up the whole house.
called a hearth?
You cook on one side and it heats the house.
This part wasn't used for cooking.
Yes.
Maybe for bread baking, yes.
Yes.
Krug. Because basically the open place where you
Kuhal so.
fill it up is on the other side.
Yes. The cooking side is in the kitchen, but it's the same unit,
Klelonci so kuhali.
right? Or
No,
no?
not this one.
Oh, okay.
No. This one was used
Solely for heat.
exactly.
Okay.
And then we used,
Klelonci so kuhali v to peč.
those were the pots that were using it for cooking back then.
Kule sem
Oh
burgle.
my.
Da so nasadili pa not
They were put it in directly into this
Yes.
ceramic oven and cooked so like a soup or
Nice.
some stew or something like that.
To je šel takrat.
Še zunaj saj to. This one is original from those days.
What kind of wood? They use wood then?
I would think so.
Yeah.
They never-
Kaj glavnem se s čim se kul, z bukovno?
Drva samo drva.
Drva, ja.
Kar je bilo dobro.
Kar je ta, mislim.
Drva.
Yeah.
Jaz smo pa. Jaz smo pa stavili.
That was used for eating. This is what you was,
Zdaj
what the
reprezentante
food was served with.
vse okolj na okolj, ne?
Oh.
Everybody was using one big pot.
That's what Mary Grill said, that everybody would eat from that.
And normally back then they had wooden spoons.
Oh, I see.
To so bile šele čine žlice, ne? Takrat.
Ja, mislim, da
Kjer?
lesene žlice so
Teh
bile.
cajtih so bile še kar
Ne,
lesene,
mi
ne?
smo imeli take.
Dej,
Mi smo že imeli.
mi ne.
Pa so bili-
Vi, ampak pravno,
Ja,
lovi
tudi
praši, pa
prej,
sigurno.
Prej še, pa
Ja, ja.
to.
Oh, wooden spoons.
Prej. Zdaj pa.
And that was a, basically was a very nice habit. I mean, everybody gathered at one table,
Yes.
one big
It
pot,
was
everybody.
just done at that time in this area. That's the way they all ate as a
It was
family.
practically all over, with the exception of the richest families,
Right.
which could afford, you know, plate for everybody, spoon for everybody,
Yes.
metal spoon.
Yes. It was a
Otherwise, it's like
custom.
this.
Yes. Mhm.
Da se ne moramo pogovarjati.
Ja, že bi gospa rekla, da spominjate na njegovo taščo,
Ja?
Yeah.
se pravi njegovo mamo, da ste ji podobni. Po,
And the eyes. The
And cheese.
eyes.
Teta Maria, just like this.
Yes.
Just like
yeah,
this.
but everybody's talking about it. They're very lookalike,
Yes.
especially for, about the eyes.
Mhm.
Evo, to so
A
krini,
že?
krini voda.
Oči.
A žena pa ni mogla priti. Žena ni.
Oh, they're asking about your wife.
Ne si.
Zato, da bo ta samo moška. S tem, da je pa tako, do 4 potnike je precej ceneje potovati. Ne. Čim je pa 5 pa 6 zraven, je pa prvič je groza že s sobami posod. Ne.
Jaz.
Tako da sta pa obe dve v redu, zdrave, krasno, pozdravljata vse. Tako da
Hvala.
potem so se pa odločili, da bodo prišle 3 generacije.
Aha,
Oče, sin, vnuk.
aha.
And tell them that when I said to my husband, I don't need to go, you go with Michael. He said to me, I want you to come, you deserve it. I want them to know that because we've never traveled, ever.
What do you mean ever?
We don't travel, we
Yeah.
stay home. This is a big event for us to come to Europe.
To je,
So he said, you deserve it because if we didn't do this now, we would never do it.
prvič v življenju ste na potovanju. Sploh prvič v Evropi, sploh,
Kako mi dva.
I believe you first left your continent. Is that correct?
That's correct.
This
Yes.
is for the first time, right?
Yes.
Ja.
Yes.
Ja, ja, prvič ste sploh zapustila državo, tako da on je prvi rekel, da mora znati, da ne bi šla sama, pa je rekel, da mora iti ona z njim, kar si to zasluži.
Ja, se res.
Mama ni mogla priti. Mama ni mogla priti.
Vidiš, prej pa noben, ne? Nema.
Yeah, before that nobody could have come here. His mother, father.
No.
Yes. It has only happened now that
Well, the times have changed.
times have changed.
Yeah.
This country has changed, but also I've gotten older. I couldn't have done this when I was in my 20s or even 30s. Now I'm in my early 40s. It's not like I've got lots of time, but I have a little more money, a little more interest.
And even logistically, this is
Yes.
a big event.
But
Prej je težko kdorkoli prišel, ne? Prvič je bilo zmer vprašanje financ, ne?
Ja, se tam.
Tako da tudi zaradi tega v bistvu zdaj niso prišli vsi skup, ne?
Ja, seveda, tudi to, sigurno. Ne?
Tak potovanje je kar zalogaj, ne?
Mama ni bo
But tell Kristina that Nancy sends her love and best wishes to Kristina and Joze,
No, žena vaju posebej pozdravlja oba dva.
and she very
Enako tudi mi, nazaj.
okay, and you send them back to Nancy too, and she just loved them when she visited here and misses them greatly, and we want to come back as a family, and Nancy and myself and Andrew and Francis.
Žal mi je, da niso mogli prišli, ampak bojo vsekakor še probali prijeti oni štirje, tako kot lansko leto, ne? Že to je bil velik podvig, da so očeta sem spravili. If I'm not mistaken, this is quite a big thing that they managed to get you over here, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Ta aplauz gre njemu, da mu je rata.
7, dus let star.
A?
Ja, 77, 77, right?
77, ja.
77.
77,
Ja,
ja.
brat je Marjan je pa 70, 71, samo ga pa ne ljubijo, zbirka.
Brat,
Brat.
vaš brat.
Mhm.
Brother
Ja,
is,
Franc,
his cousin
Ja,
Marjan
Marjan.
is 71.
po Birglah.
Is his health better this year?
Who's?
Marion's there. I think we didn't see him last year because he wasn't feeling as well.
Zakaj ga lani smo videli, ker se tudi nekaj ni dobro počutil?
Ni bil časa, danes smo bili
A
samo
ne
popoldne.
smo bili, več smo popoldne, ne? Takrat.
We didn't have time last year.
Ni bilo
Oh,
časa.
okay.
Ja.
Yeah.
Maybe I misunderstood.
Yeah,
We
it.
only had one afternoon last year.
Yes.
Ja.
No, letos imamo dosti cajta. Letos
Ja,
imamo
Ja, do jutra.
do ponedeljka smo šli. Do ponedeljka. Dolenjske Toplica smo tako, da cajta je dosti.
Ja, no.
Ni problema.
Jaz sem prej klical, da so večerja naročil. Tam sem
Ja.
klical, če ste se nastanili, pa je v Italiji rekel, nobenega beka ni.
Ne, ko so nas dali čez cesto v Kristala,
Ja,
Aha,
Ja.
tako. Aha.
a je to?
pač čez vrt, no.
Aha, ja. Tam
A
čez.
ja. Potem sem pa recepcijo klical, ja, rekla večerja, imam, če pa škoda so večerja naročili. Mogo bi vzeti. Se
Have
naročil.
you ordered a dinner at the hotel?
Smo rekli, bomo na vikendu.
I haven't ordered any dinners at the hotel yet, but I was thinking of the last night possibly doing
Oh,
that.
for the last night, not today.
No.
Ne, no, več nisem naročil.
Ja.
Vidiš,
No,
ono.
no, ker je škoda, to imate tam frančišče pa zajtrk. pol.
Tako. You only have you now
Ja,
like
saj
bed and
sem-
breakfast, right?
Jaz sem poslal.
That's me.
No, there was no problem with food around here last year.
I'm an eater and I had more than enough.
Nam smetano?
Koga?
Sem pozabila.
Ne, vse je prav, da me malo prešokira.
Zdaj so prišli iz Kanade. Ti sem izposlal uno prospekt od hotelov pa teh kopališča.
Did you get a banner of the hotel?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Saj je dobro.
Havel.
Ja, sem bil.
Havel.
Hvala.
Arrived
So it is,
in the mail a couple of weeks ago.
Where did you start it from, Canada?
Where did
This time, what date did you start it? How long are you on the way?
we arrived in Milan on June 8th, so we left the night before on June 7th.
7. En teden nazaj glih.
A pol.
Je pa
And-
dolgo je. Dolgo je vse. Well, how'd you got it? Via mail or?
Dva.
Ja.
This is some maple syrup from Canada,
Javarjev sirup.
sweet.
To je sladko.
Ja.
As you know, these
Oh.
are wine
Yeah.
napkins.
Ja, to sem
And-
znal.
Partički.
Ja.
On this tea towel, there are all the flowers of Canada.
A,
To so vse cvetice Kanade.
A, tako.
Vse, kar v Kanadi raste.
A, poglej. A, hvala.
And for you and your chef. Smoked salmon.
To je pa tipično kanadska stvar, dimljen losos.
Ja.
And it
Riba.
tells you how to eat it and serve it, but it's very nice just like it is. Very good.
Anything with it or?
Crackers, bread, whatever they want. But this is very delicacy in Canada. It's very
So
good.
it's just like our prosciutto, I'd say.
It's smoked salmon, sockeye salmon.
Mhm.
It's the best that we
This is
have
what tourists take home with them.
when they
Se pravi,
visit.
tako kot pri nas kupujejo turisti pršut, tako je pri njih dimljen losos.
A,
To je
tako.
trajno. pol.
Ja, se pravi s kruhom, s kakšnimi krekami, s prepečencem, ampak to je...
Men.
And Kristina, this is just a little something from me to you.
Ja.
So when you,
Yeah.
after a while, you look inside.
Ja. Ja, na pogled.
Okay, now my turn.
Okay, zdaj pa majte na vrsti. Ker to je bilo zdaj od prejšnje generacije, zdaj pa
Ja.
od naslednje generacije.
Na.
That was from one generation, now we're going to
Yes.
the other generation.
This is for both of you. This is called ice wine.
Ledeno vino.
Na.
In Canada, in the Niagara Falls area, I don't know if you've heard of Niagara Falls,
Oh, yeah, we did. On the
the
border with
wedding
the US.
capital of the world.
Yeah.
Well, just near at Niagara Falls, there's an area known as Vineland where they make excellent wine. And they take the grape in the winter after the grape
have
is
that too.
frozen.
We have that too.
This is the Canadian
No, to
version
je
of
zdaj
it.
kanadsko ledeno vino.
Na, to sem se pa jaz enkrat želela, sva kapej z Jožetem, da bom enkrat spila ledeno vino. Zdaj smo ga
No, that was her wish so far. So she once will get her hands on that ice wine.
Ja, nisem še
Because
enkrat.
over here it's extremely expensive.
Še
Because they
enkrat
have
nisem
very,
bila.
very small amounts.
Pri nas to dela, Slovenija.
Ja, ampak zelo maga je. Ne?
Ja.
Pri nas.
Ni zim več.
Yeah, because we don't have winters.
A,
tell them that they should keep it for themselves and toast us after we're gone. This is for them. We can get it back where we are.
Nič drugih vabi, ta je sam za vaju.
Točno so se
Just for them. Je pa iz območja zraven Niagarskih slapov. Tam je med Kanado pa Ameriko.
Ja.
Tam je eno območje, kjer je vinsko, tako kot pri nas, ne vem, Dolenjska ali pa Goriško. Od tam je to.
Tako.
This says Grill family. Okay. Nancy wrote that.
To je pa Nancy pisala.
This is to Kristina from all of us, but from Nancy.
Zakaj toliko?
From Nancy. Go ahead, open. Open.
To je Nancy, to je tam hčera tam mlajša vse pakirala, Nancy.
A res? A je
To je žena.
je napisala?
To je žena vse pakirala.
Tako, hvala.
To je od familije, ampak štimala je pa Nancy, kaj mora biti za koga.
Tako. A lahko odprem?
Ja, seveda.
To pa ni...
So you do have some wine in Canada.
Yes, actually very good one.
Nobene rime, mesec so vse prehitelo.
Ja, vem, letos je bila katastrofa.
Aha. No.
Okay, scarf.
Awesome.
Well, hopefully we're going to have some winter
Yeah,
to use
yeah.
that.
Nancy will hope you like it. She will want to know you like it.
There.
That's right.
Nice.
Dobro.
Najlepša
Dobro.
hvala.
How do you say beautiful?
Najlepša hvala, se zahvaljujem.
Lepo.
Se zahvaljujem.
It's L-E-P-O. Lepo.
L-E-P-O. Lepo.
Jaj.
Nancy likes scarves and clothes, and we thought Kristina would
So
like
the
that.
scarves are fashionable always, I guess.
I think we have something similar for Maritza and for Sanja,
Sanja.
and I will hold on
Sanja bo pa, bomo popoldne, da bomo se dobili pri vikendu.
up at the
Bo prišla
cottage.
Sanja.
Sanja.
She's going to come up to the cottage.
Marica pa ne, Marica bo pa jutri.
Marica tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to see
I will
both
hold
of
on
them.
to
Yeah.
both.
Sanja bo pa popoldne.
So hard to keep it all straight.
Ja, smo tudi gorila, lahko zdaj.
Po mojem najbolj, ja.
Do zdaj.
Ja, jaz bi rekel, da po mojem kar najbolj.
Ja, tam. 5. Še kafi.
What have you got there, Mike?
Ja, tam sred, pri meni.
I think they mistake you when they're calling oil the black gold.
That's it.
This is
Kakšna je
black
krinka?
gold.
Yes.
V nulo zame.
Nulo.
Thank you. Okay, do that.
Oh.
Ja, to je malenko.
Domača obrt. That's for two of you.
Watch.
That's the two of you that you're going. That's how the two of you are going to look. Probably in the near future. They all really look alike.
Ja,
So nice.
to je pa Slovenija, ne?
That's a Slovene craft.
Oh, what a beautiful thing to take home.
That's what we do for souvenirs.
Ni naša hiša, ampak...
Show the camera.
Isn't this adorable?
How about
I couldn't ask for a nicer souvenir. Oh.
Kaj bomo lahko povem?
Za Nesi pa
That's for you and for Nancy and practically for, everybody a little.
Tu se vedno vzame, ta škarpica gre še ven.
Yeah, it's a small box for use it forever you want, but this is again homemade, Slovene homemade craft. And
Ja.
yeah.
very nice?
Ja, ga nisem.
Sure.
Za Francis.
Ja, te pa
Oh, that's yours. This is for Francis.
Take stvari,
Ja,
zato
ker
ker
ne veš kaj.
enkrat na 5 let.
Francis will like that.
Aha, za punco bo super.
Ja.
There's Grandma and Grandpa in our old
Ne
age.
veš kaj bi, ne? Ker smo tako daleč.
Nekam škoditi, da se ne bo razbilo, pa tako pa
Put it some.
Nice goes together with that.
Yes.
So, how many generations apart are they? One?
No, actually. It's just the generations fanned out a little bit, but they're first cousins. They are first cousins in the same generation.
So, videla sta bratranca pol.
Ja.
So basically they are
Ja.
Basically, they are in the same generation.
They are in the same generation, but the ages
I
stretched
hope
out.
you
And I think
like
it was
it.
wars and other things here that
Proper
Alright.
first cousin.
proper first cousins.
Mike, she's
His mother is
Milan.
Yeah, she likes it a lot.
Oh, I gave her a necklace and she likes it.
It was a surprise, but she's very happy.
Pavle
with
je
it.
trud brat, on se bekal.
Christina, remember
Pardon?
me.
Tak je bil lansko leto tam prebegel.
Ah, the one we saw last year. He's a cousin too, Pavel.
Pavel is a direct first cousin too.
Oh,
So
Same-
all three of them
same
are cousins
They
then.
are all three. Marica, two.
Oh, Marica-
Marian,
Marjan,
Marica tudi sestrična.
ona je sestra moja.
To so pa v bistvu vsi v isti generaciji. Pavel, Marica, vi, Milan.
Ja, jaz sem mlajši.
No, ampak v bistvu ste pa v bistvu generacija je ista, ne?
yes,
Pa
he's
Milan, mož od mame, bekal je to, ki je.
Husband of the bag's mother, Milan. Who was that?
Milan je pomrl. Je bil
The one who's late already.
yes. There's another husband there that died 20
Yeah, he died,
20
yeah.
years ago. That was the Milan, the older. Maida's husband is Milan too, so it can get confusing.
Aha,
And
to
Maida-
je koliko, na 20 tega, kar je umrl.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, that's the one. Okay.
Yes. Maida is the daughter of the one that died.
A Majda je hčera od tega Milana, ki je umrl. Yeah, correctly. Have to get back in, you know. Last year in the evening I knew everything.
I will give you family trees shortly. Maybe not here, but shortly, and they'll help you.
Moram prijeti nazaj, ker lani pol proti večeru sem že vse vedel, kdo je kdo.
But to be clear, his father Josef is brother to his mother Maria.
Aha, se pravi, vaš oče pa njegova mama sta bila brat pa sestra. Yeah, correctly. Okay.
And same
Pa
grandmother.
Dragica.
Dragica was his aunt,
And,
Dragica
yeah.
ima
and
gor.
it's his aunt. Because she
Dragica.
was
Of course,
she was
because sister
sister
to
to
the-
the other two.
Dragica.
Oh, Dragi,
Yeah,
yes,
Dragica,
yes,
yeah.
I recognize
Ja, ki je
her.
umrla. takrat,
Yeah,
ki je
I
umrla.
see,
Ja,
yeah.
ki je umrla smo jo. tako. To
That's
si
your
spomnim.
great aunt or something.
My great aunt, his
Yes.
aunt,
His aunt, yeah. Okay.
Mary's sister.
and Andrew's great great aunt.
Well, we can go on like that, yeah.
Oh, you must speak on behalf of
For
Kristina.
Francis.
She
For-
wanted to thank me for the
For
gift I
Francis.
gave her, and everybody was so busy talking about relations. Just mentioned to her that I acknowledge her gratitude she showed me with her face.
Ja, zelo je všeč, da vam je všeč, ker ni vedela,
Ja.
bo.
She was trying to make signs, and I went like this, and I said, "What can we do?"
I think it's very obvious that she
Smo
is.
tako, ne,
Ja.
da bi, ne vem.
Ja, to je čisto gospa, to je njena ideja za vas.
Ja,
Just-
hvala, hvala.
It's something to remember me by. I had great pleasure in getting that for her.
Ja.
Prav je bilo užitek, da vam je lahko kaj tasga prinesla.
Poglej. Jo, najlepša hvala.
Very emotional.
Vroče.
Jesus,
Vroče,
it's,
ne?
the first,
Izgleda že
it's your
vroče.
first visit to Europe.
V meni, Jože,
If
kdaj
I could
gremo?
tell you how I looked for that, you know,
Daj.
but
Obeni naj bi bil
I
He-
wanted
Ja,
her to
kdaj?
have it.
dol.
He was
Many
born
years.
a year or two after they came here, so if he's 77, it's like 78 or 9 years since each of the parents came from Slovenia. No contact, no trips back since, not even phone calls, just letters back and forth.
How long after your parents were in Canada you were born?
Right away.
Sem prišli v povod eno vaše pismo. His letter?
Je Dragica pisala.
Je drag?
Da so pa v bistvu lani prvič
A,
prišli sem.
drugače, ja.
It was a printed letter.
And that letter we had the address and other information from, but his mother did not share a lot of information prior to her own death
She was
with
old.
her children. And so neither Milan nor Teresa were encouraged, and his father was not encouraging at all because he left on unhappy terms. His family wouldn't accept the marriage, and he felt
Ja, v bistvu
Ja.
do njega njegovi starši niso nekako imeli interesa, da bi vzpostavljala stike nazaj sem, zato ker sta pač šla, kolikor sta šla, ne.
But we
Yeah.
spoke of all of this last year. It's just that it refreshing your memory and just including them in on what we're talking about.
I'm getting back into this, don't
Yeah.
worry.
Ta je pisala, Dragica so se
Ja,
pisale.
Dragica and
tudi
Teresa
tako
were
pisala.
basically in contact, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Dragica and
Mary.
And Mary, yeah.
Maria. Yes.
Dragica pa Marija.
Not
sta
Teresa.
stiku.
Ja, ja.
The children were left out of it. And my father, when he was, you can explain to Joze that when my father was in his 20s and even
19.
30s, yeah, 19, he tried to get his father to come back here, but his father basically said, well, no, you know, he said he didn't want to. The father was not encouraging.
What, to get him back here permanently, to move?
No,
just for a visit.
Just for a visit.
Še v 50 letih je poskušal očeta sem spraviti na obisk. On, Milan. Pa je rekel ne. Ker je bil 19 let star, se pravi, to je bilo 49.
Mom would have come.
That was what? Right after the Second World War.
Yeah.
She would have
My
come.
mother would have come.
Yes.
My father.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what he said, that mother would probably go.
Yeah. Dad,
Pa prej, ko je bila Dragica še
stubborn
živa,
man.
ne bilo
Yeah,
to,
but
ne.
trust me, back in 49 you wouldn't want to visit this
Man
place.
was man, but
Like, the most appropriate time to come over here.
Better late than never.
Because now we're not part of Yugoslavia. It was very hard to get into Yugoslavia back then.
Yes.
Because, you know, this was all red. It was communism, socialism, whatever you call that system.
troubled times.
Well, okay, let's call it troubled times, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and the majority of people thinks that Tito was a bad thing for Yugoslavia. He wasn't.
No, but it made it difficult to, like many of them during, when the war happened, when the Nazis were power, they tried to sneak out to the Italian side. We have friends who came 1950, around that
Yeah,
time.
a lot of people
And a lot of
escaped
them
that
managed to
then.
get over. If they
Yeah.
were tailors and those kind of people somehow got into Italy or wherever they did, and they came to us. But it wasn't easy traveling. Like Dragica didn't ever got married because
Till the end of 80s, traveling with,
Yeah.
from outside borders of Yugoslavia was adventure,
yes,
a big adventure.
yes,
Because I know we were going back and forth to Austria just for grocery shopping, and it was,
yeah.
for me, it was an event.
But we live about across water. When I left 19 home, we have to go by boat ferry to go visit on weekends. I worked lots hours and that, no time to go visit. So I lost track a little
We
bit.
should tell Joze that we're going to go now, because I know he's making the phone call.
Okay.
Za...
For camera.
Oh,
So far we're good, I think. If we're gonna go out,
We'll
Then
leave.
vikend,
Don't worry about
vikend je.
well, we'll make out. We're going to make
because
out.
as long as you have your own camera and your own cassettes, it's gonna be much easier for you. Somebody
Absolutely.
edit tapes it and, you know, sending it
Can you
back and
hook
forth.
your camera?